So let me just show you a couple of things, or a couple. Am I kidding? No, I'm not. All right, I do a lot with this. It's just plastic. It's a see-through. I paint on it, and it causes a pattern. I love stencils, but you've got to be careful with stencils so that they don't look like you painted a lot and just put down a stencil, because you don't want that. That doesn't look good. Of course, there are all kinds of things like spatulas, but this is the kind from the hardware store. And I have several sizes. I have big and I have little, and all these different sizes. The other thing is, I love this. This is I could use this in the kitchen for cake, except I don't make cake. But it would be really cool to do the icing. I kept thinking of that. So use this in the cold wax. And this was a lot of fun. The other thing I use the pen, the graphite pen or the pencil. I love this thing because it kind of gives a nice mark. I use squeegees, little squeegees. Now, this one, of course, has been chewed by the dogs, so it's really precious. And so I have different sizes of these that you could kind of go over a painting and just pull down, because then you're going to get a lot of good, blending of your colors. I know, I'm not really, I should have had all this organized, but I didn't. You know what I love to draw with? This is a carpenter's pencil. I love it. It's so much fun to do. It's got this nice long handle, and you can just, go over the painting and just do whatever you want. I love it. And it's a lot cheaper. I don't know how much it is. Something like $1. So it was good. As you can see, I have several of these. Other things that I use, tools that you get at the hardware store. Now this is a burnishing tool. And so I will burnish some things on there just because I can smear and I can get a nice edge. A dowel, beautiful in scratching. Yeah. Now, if you're going to do a canvas, you better be really careful. This will go right through the canvas because it's sharp. I mean, it can be. But if I'm doing on wood, perfect. Cradle board, perfect. This is another little tool that I use, and I haven't a clue what it is, but it has a little edge to it. But I scrape with that. I scrape and make marks. Hammer. I love this. This is a jeweler's tool, a little hammer, but has a really nice edge to it, and I really like this edge. Look at this edge. This is really nice. You know, the other thing is that I get these files, and they all have different edges to them. And I do a lot of scratching with them. These are they're just wonderful to scratch with. I love it. Now, this is a real expensive tool, so be really careful with this one. Skewers, just skewers. You know, you get like 50 for $1 or something. These are wonderful to scratch in and make marks and then cover them over and leave some. That's what you want to do with that. I don't have a clue what this is, but I use it in my cold wax. It's wire, and it is a tool, actually. This would hurt you. You know, I don't use it all that much. Of course, I use squeegees. You know, the different size, those are the same size squeegees. I use different size squeegees which I dearly, dearly, dearly love. A lot of people's squeegees are wonderful and they're clean, but mine are not. When I'm working, I just don't want to take the time to wipe them off, I don't think. I use these, of course. These are the color scrapers. I love these things. They're so good. And this is a kitchen one. I use this one as well because it's firm. They have some that are not firm. I don't like those because they're too wobbly. I love this. I have all kinds of these little scrapers that I use for cold wax to scrape in, go down. Love these. This is a lot of fun. You know, I have a lot of these. They come in different sizes. They're the scrapers, but I make marks with these. I got this the other day, and I don't know how I'm going to use it, but I'm going to use it. I can't wait to just put on some paint and put this through. I think it's going to be so much fun. I don't know what I'm going to get, but I think it's going to be good. The other one that I'm going to show you is this. Why do I use this? I use this when I'm outside. Don't do this inside because you don't want to do that. But if you've got powdered pigment, if you've got graphite, and you put it on your canvas, then you can take this and just barely move it around. Let it settle. Then what I do is I do a little spraying of it on it. I might even put water on it just to get it moving. But then I will let that dry, and then I will spray it with a fixative. So you can do all kinds of things with it, or you can just paint into it. Now, no, it will cause you to have some muddy colors, but you can also go over those. Sometimes muddy colors are beautiful. There is that. Then, of course, there's all these wonderful little tools, the adhesive spreader that you get at the hardware store, and of course the good old credit card. I have done many paintings with a credit card. Now, also, one of my favorite tools is my mouse sander. I love this. I don't like the round ones just because they're too big for my hand. This is perfect. And it's wonderful. It's a Black & Decker. I love it. It's awesome. The other tool that I use for my cold wax is a Black & Decker buffer, because this is, I don't want to buff like this on a big 48 by 48 painting. I just take this and we buff it, and it's just perfect. It's light. I love it. It's good in my hand. You can hold this side and you just buff. You get to buff all of your cold wax paintings. Now, I'm sure I've left out a lot of tools, but that's enough for right now. Anyway, I love you. Take care and be sure and subscribe, because lots of ideas coming your way. Talk to you later. Bye.